Good morning. My name is Michael R. Roser, and I am Chief Coaching Facilitator and co-founder of my company, Strategic Life Coaching, LLC. Please join me for these videos and more on my website, abundantlifeslc.com. And I want to just give some final thoughts this morning about the recent series on the how of life as I described it. And I got a call from a dear friend who had been watching the videos and said, Michael, I get it, and I just don't think that I can open myself up, at least the way you're describing. There's just too much pain in there and too many things that I don't think I can, get all of that out. And so I did a little research and grateful for that, review, certainly. And there's an old Greek philosopher named Epictetus, and he talked about he was born in 58 AD and died, in 100 AD, somewhere in there. And he talks about something called the chain method, and I thought that might be helpful. And I referred my friend to this. And basically what it says, if you do not wish to be a hothead, do not feed your habit. Try as a first step to remain calm and count the days you have not been angry. I used to be angry every day, now every other day, then every third or fourth. If you make it as far as 30 days, thank God, for the habit is first weakened and then it is obliterated. When you can say, I did not lose my temper today or the next day or 3 or 4 months, but kept my cool under provocation, you will know that you are in better health. And that's really what I'm talking about. And it's interesting because he's talking about getting rid of a negative habit. And I think that what I'm trying to do in my life is also introduce the chain method on starting a new habit. And Jerry Seinfeld was asked by a new comedian, how did he get so much material and how did he, get this log of jokes and things in his routines. And Jerry gave him some very good advice and told him to take out a calendar, and every time he wrote some new material to put an X on that calendar. And over time, he began to see, as we all do, those X's building up. And so the good habit then, over a 30-day period, just like getting rid of a bad one, is that he saw, and his anxiety lessened because he was building material each and every day, and he saw that. And when it comes to my workout regimen, I keep a workout log, and every single day that I go work out, I write in this log. And this log is every single workout that I've done every single day for the last year, and at every time. And so the point here being that if you have some bad habits and are simply, lacking the courage, and you don't think that you can attack everything at once, I can certainly speak to that, and I get it. And I got overwhelmed with regard to my weight being over 300 pounds. How am I going to lose 85 pounds? And you can't do it all in one day. And the anxiety of that was immense. And so I hired a nutritionist, I hired a personal trainer, and just for that day, I got up and made a commitment on March 14th, 2016, that I was going to change that. And so the first workout with my personal trainer, I could hardly stand. My core was in really bad shape. I could only do a few push-ups and so on, but I made a beginning. And for that day, I ate what the nutritionist told me to eat versus sugar and caffeine and all the other stuff that I was doing, because I lacked energy. And slowly but surely, I started to change, and my habits changed. And I attacked the bad ones in the same manner that I wanted to start the new ones. And a couple last things is the part of, I wanted to make sure about this part of the facade, and how unbearable it was to try to keep that facade going. And one other important point that I failed to make in that second video was by focusing on the facade and the past things that I did that I want to improve, and the future, and worrying all about that, I was never present in the current day. And I remember my ex-wife telling me that one time, you're not present. And even when I was there at a baseball game or a basketball game or whatever, and it used to annoy me, but now I understand exactly what she's saying. I wasn't present in that. Even though I was there physically, I wasn't there emotionally, and I certainly wasn't there spiritually, because my mind was turning on all kinds of other stuff, keeping that facade up, and I couldn't be and enjoy the day that was given to me right then and there. And lastly, again, in regards to focusing on these good or bad habits, for me, it comes down to who am I going to feed today? Because our bodies, if we don't put food in them, and we don't put water in them, and we don't get out in the fresh air and the sunshine, eventually our bodies will fail us. And so while very specifically I had to focus on that, today I also want to feed my spiritual well-being, and I want to take some time and invest some time in my emotional balance and my spiritual balance. Because at the end of the day, for me, even though I learned how to direct the energy that I had in a more positive fashion, at the beginning I didn't have a lot of energy. And what I was able to put towards the good habits wasn't effective enough. I needed more energy. And so for that, I had to turn to a power greater than myself, which I call God, and to tap into that power and that energy every day to give me what I needed to do the tasks in front of me. So I hope that helps. And my friend and I are meeting next week, and we're going to go through a discovery session, and I'm very excited about that. And keep going, keep trudging along, walking with purpose, to get to become the person that you want to be. Good luck on your journey, and obviously, if we can help in any way, give us a call or visit us at abundantlifeslc.com. Take care now, and God bless you.